Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Not too many injuries to deal with for this team. Only one player listed as inactive for them.
Down a star player. As long as that continues to be the case, they'll have to find a way to compensate.
So with Anthony sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. You've got Stephen Curry. Barry is out there with Durant. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Frazier in at the shooting guard position. And for Boston, we've got Kevin McHale. He's out there with Bird. And it's Cowens in at the 5.
Hey, what are they?
When you talk about rebounding the basketball, Greg, both of these teams demonstrate an edge in this department.
Yeah, both teams pound the boards. It's clear.
Chamberlain versus Cowens.
Push for their guys to attack the glass. So this one's going to be physical.
And it's the Warriors to start out. It's Durant on the wing. Here's Barry. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
And if there's one guy you know won't hesitate to pull the trigger, it's Barry. Before that pass even got there, you can tell his mind was made up. He was going to take that shot.
Havlicek, he's checked in for the Celtics. In the 2016 and 17 drafts, GA, Boston ended up with the 3rd pick overall both of those years.
And they nailed those picks, getting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum back-to-back, setting up their franchise for years. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And KD is right there.
You take a look at why KD is so special. Not just a ball handler, not just a shooter, so willing to contribute in every aspect.
Here's Havlicek. Off target with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Frazier. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And one of the very best in our league at getting to the line. Walt Frazier just has that great change of pace and aggressive nature. Always playing, though, under control.
And Frazier drops them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Pass to Kuzi. Nice ball movement by Boston. Launches it. That doesn't go either for Havlicek.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Malone's checked in for Frazier. Now here's McHale.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the team.
That's a tough call. He looks like he's like, fuck yeah, I've done it.
1:21 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Kuzi. Curry with the steal.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
Back to Durant.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Durant.
One of the best things about Kevin Durant is he simply locks in on exactly what's in front of him at the moment. If that means working at practice, that's what he does. If that's competing at a high level in the game, that's what he does.
Larry Bird's checked in for the Celtics. Now Curry. Following the miss by Larry Bird from deep. hits the three-point bomb.
Launching.
Ideally, you want to chase Stephen Curry
Exactly.
off the three-point line, but
Strategic.
folks, it is not as easy as you might think.
Howard. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Durant. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. Durant's got 5.
Look at Kevin Durant, all 6'9", but what a handle. Gosh, that move was pretty.
Katie against Havlicek. His three-pointers off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's McHale driving to the basket.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Warriors lead by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Anthony is out there with Durant, and it's Chris Paul. Then it's Mullen, and it's Malone in at the 5 down low. Paul kicks to Anthony. There's the 3, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Anthony's got his first 3 points of the game. And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The two biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability.
It's
To
the
move the way
saddest
they
thing
need
about
to
doing.
puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
Mullen against Brown. Here's Kuzi, and another basket for Boston.
Boy, what a pass by Jaylen Brown. Probably one of his most improved areas.
And Greg, the massive contract extension for Jaylen Brown this past summer. For a time, the richest in
Give
NBA
back the
history.
3. No,
Hey,
you go
gotta
back.
pay to play, or in this case, to contend for titles. With Tatum and Brown, the Celtics have that opportunity.
Bird can't hit.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Anthony's shot is off.
Boy, if
Yeah,
you're
'cause I thought
going
he was
up
gonna
against this
stay
guy
where he
in
was.
this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And he gets it to go. Kuzi's got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, there are two types of stars. I mean, the guy who makes himself look better, and then there's the guy who makes his teammates look better. Russell is clearly the latter. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing
Yeah, I
we've
wanna be
learned in the
Chris Paul, that's
NBA,
it.
the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Out to Anthony. Mullen passes to Anthony. Back to Mullen. Jacks up a 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Mullen's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for the Warriors. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. There's the pass to Kuzi. Back to Bird. Here's Kuzi. Nice ball movement by Boston. Out to Bird. Shoots the 3. They get the rebound. Brown outside. Russell passes to Brown. And here's Bird from the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Pass to Malone. Anthony right side. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside.
Not really shoot guy in the black car.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the
The
start
Australian
of the third
British Kiwi man that we don't know where he's from. Well, because his name's. Yeah. 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 Back in like New Year's.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Chris Mullin with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Bird is out there with Kevin McHale. Then there's Havlicek. And it's Cowens in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5. Kicks it out to McHale. Over Barry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
First team foul.
And that one falls for McHale.
You went and took the 3-quarter shit.
And McHale drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Curry passes to Barry. And here is Durant. Here's Barry. Defended by McHale. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And it's Havlicek missing. Warriors leading by 8. Outside for Curry. Stolen by Havlicek. And Havlicek throws it down.
The entire team's gone
And that's
retarded.
his strongest trait, the
It's gonna go with
unselfishness
time.
from Kuzi. Fantastic at realizing when one of his guys
Like his
has an
Curry's the
opportunity
best
for a clean
2-point
bucket.
shooter in the entire
Terrific
game. You
play
saw him, he
call
just
to give him
walked
a
and got the
clean
points.
look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And it's Bird missing. Golden State's gone to 3-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Stolen by Havlicek. One-on-one fast break.
I did.
That's tipped.
Oh my.
Frazier outside. KD passes to Barry. Outside for Durant. 1:15 left in the third quarter of the game.
Well, I thought
Great play
Durant
set
was
up
going
by
to go back to
Frazier.
the 3. None
One
of them
the
want to
tough
get
things
3. He
about
says,
Kevin
fuck
Durant,
it, we're
doesn't
getting
matter if it's off the
2s.
dribble or in this situation off the catch. Durant, one of the best, period.
And
What the
that's out of
fuck,
bounds.
Durant? What the
Boston
fuck you
will
doing?
retain possession. Making a switch here. Bird's checked in.
Well, it wasn't him, that was
Warriors
all
also with
him
some.
doing that bullshit.
Malone's checked in. McHale against Chamberlain. And here's Bird from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond
You're lucky
the arc.
Kevin Durant doesn't know what the
There
fuck
be
the
any
thing
doubt?
is.
I mean, Bird's such a dead-eye shooter. Sometimes this guy
What the fuck aren't you going in for the dunk, you asshole?
Celtics trail by 7. Passes to Bird. In
No,
the
he
corner,
isn't.
it's Bird. And Durant sends it back. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Russell, he's checked in for the Celtics. Russell comes in for McHale. Then for the Warriors, Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Chamberlain. And Mullen subbed in for Barry. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. Russell passes to Kuzi. It's stolen by Mullen. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Picks it out to Malone. Here's Anthony. It's good. And that's now 7
Well,
points for
no,
Carmelo
I'm trying to
Anthony.
get them
You know,
to
the
go for slam
ability to
dunks
seize
and
the
stuff.
opportunity,
But I
see
don't
the
want to.
daylight, get that position, and Melo, one of the best to ever do it.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Bird. And the foul called
No, they
on
would have
Larry
missed.
Bird. That's his first foul.
No, he just didn't even have the ball.
First team foul. Substitute. Substitution on the court.
Now Curry. He's got 7. And it's Cowens with the rebound.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
There's the steal. And so it's a Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, I know, but you made. I'm like, oh, I've fucking got no time. I'll fucking Curry go.
But wanting more. We've got more in store for you right after this.
No, that was Curry.
Yeah, that's what I said. Curry was like,
You said Curry.
yeah. It's long distance Irish.
Curry went for it.
You go to Lincoln.
No, we're going to Tukley.
Oh shit! Don't put my bones here.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period
What do you
holds
mean?
in
You
store
could just
for
count
us.
down.
So with
Of course I
Anthony
was
sitting
going
on
to
the
get 3.
bench,
He literally
here's
went
the
1,
group that
2,
Steve
3.
Kerr has on the floor.
Oh, you
Frazier
fucking
is out
bitch.
there with Curry. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Durant, and it's Barry in at the 4.
Fucking pass, Barry.
Here's Durant. That
Well,
one
I
is
was,
good.
the
He's only
entire
missed
time I
one
was going to
shot
go
of
for a
his
slam
6 taken on
dunk
the
with him.
floor.
And then he's like, oh, I'm really going for the 3. Okay, well,
We get
I was
to
already
see
telling
there
him to
what
run
kind
in.
of passing skills
He would have taken a
also
step forward as soon as he got the
What a
ball.
sensational feed.
Now it's
No, he
timeout
was
called by
always.
Boston.
Look at him. You think he wasn't going to run forward? Probably something stupid.
Boston making a switch here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. They said to the team, I know you guys are tired, but let's end this game strong. Let's get the win. Big last stretch here, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And so it's McHale with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Down by 12. And it's Brown missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Pass to Barry. Takes the 3. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, you fucking Barry.
Let go, and Havlicek throws it down.
What do you want me to do? Steal the ball, Barry.
Just constant motion, unparalleled stamina. This guy will wear you out.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Doug kicks the ball away.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. McHale kicks to Havlicek. They get it again.
There's no more blue paint.
Brown outside. The 3 from Tatum. The Warriors pull it in. Chamberlain got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Durant. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Look at this layup.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And tonight's battle is going to
I
end
think
with
him
a
and Barry
very
held
clear
hands.
winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Warriors.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
The kick out to Tatum. And here's Brown outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. And the foul called on Kevin McHale. That's his first foul. Boston making some changes. Russell, he's checked in for McHale. Bird comes in for Havlicek. And it's Pierce in for Jaylen Brown. The three from Anthony. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. And Iverson throws it down.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Russell with it. Now Anthony defending. For three, Pierce. Boston again missing. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The pass to Harrison. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Lets it go with the three.
Guys, what are you doing, Harrison?
Pass to Pierce. Russell dishes to Pierce. Bird passes to Tatum. Fires the three. Drills it from outside.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And bring an enemy territory.
We're going to just stand
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
Sun's definitely not playing.
No.
Sun's baptism, like.
Can you get this one?